say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River. Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Knights offense will take the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd going to try to make life miserable. Oh, he's got some space. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The noise level is... They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling and do whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Now on the move. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll bring up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Using the quick game. Nice move to pick up yardage. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's caught. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Creates a little space. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Knights! He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Barnes. A strike downfield. Got room at the 35. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Vols want to move quickly. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got room to work. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. He stopped for no gain again. Back. Runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Play number 10 on this series. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Throws to the back. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside, like giving the running back space to make the big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The big fullback's got it. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cantrell. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Barnes. Under fire. That's reeled in, it's Cameron. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll leave it with him. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Unloads quickly, breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Knights are marching down the field. Toss to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Knights in the hurry up. The option look. Quick toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Knights! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cantrell. And the returner will be dragged down. So here is the Tennessee offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the back.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how...
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown volunteer. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get him.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Finds his big tight end. Tough! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Barnes. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The DBs will back off a bit. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work.
Timeout, UCF.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. Quick release by the QB. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Run it with the fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They can even operate in this noise. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. That one might have put the finish.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big time.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To the air, it's Barnes. Pressure coming. And they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start